Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be how to do your makeup for black and white photography, or just how to do a really natural face of makeup. Basically today what we're going to do is play off of the natural shadows of our face. We're not worried about colors, we're not worried about doing too much, because anything in a black and white photo will just come up as that, black and white. So if you're curious to see how I created this makeup look, then go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so this is our current situation. We are dealing with a bit of a eczema flare-up right around here and on my neck today, which is great. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with priming my skin, and then I'm gonna go in with my current favorite foundation. So the primer I'm gonna use today is this one by Guerlain. This is the L'Or primer. I love this one, especially when my skin is feeling a little bit drier, and since we slept with the AC on last night, since it was so humid outside, my skin is a little bit dehydrated. So I'm just going to go ahead and evenly blend that in. Next up for foundation, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Peach Perfect. This is in the shade Natural Beige. I love this foundation. It looks super natural on the skin and not too heavy, and it also lasts all day on me particularly. The undertone also matches me very well. And the brush I'm going to be going in with today is by Pract. This is the new brush line by Sigma that's slightly more affordable. This is the angled foundation brush. I also like it because it's just a little bit smaller than my other angled foundation brush. So I'm just going to distribute the foundation around my skin. I did about 1.5 pumps, and I'm just going to go ahead and spread it and then start pushing it into the skin. So I'm not going to be doing anything too crazy to the skin. I just kind of want to speak to my natural features. I think that the photos are going to be in black and white, so I'm not going to do anything too much. I just want to kind of play with what shadows are going to show up in the photo. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of cream bronzer on. This is the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, and I'm using my angled flat kabuki brush by Sigma, and I'm just going to very lightly push this product into the skin and the natural curves of my face. I'm also just going to add the smallest amount at my hairline to give myself a bit of a natural shadow and shading there. Then of course just a small amount at the jawline, and whatever's left on the brush I'm just going to push to the sides of my nose. So now I'm going to go back in with my foundation brush and just kind of buff out the edges. Now I'm going to go in with the smallest amount of concealer. This is the Born This Way by Too Faced in Natural Beige. I'm using such a small amount just underneath my eyes. And I'm actually going to take this high cheekbone highlighter brush. This is the F02 brush. And I'm going to spread the product and then start to push it into the skin. And again, taking that foundation brush, and I'm just pushing the product in around the edges. Now to set my skin underneath my eyes today, I do want to use something really bright and finely milled. So I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Powder. You want to use a really light hand with this just to make sure that there is no flashback in that area. And in order to prevent that as well, you do want to make sure that you're not just putting it right underneath the eye, but bring it down underneath this whole triangle section of your face as well. To set the rest of my skin, I'm going to be using the Hourglass. This is the Vanishing Powder. I'm going to be using whatever is in the lid right here with this Spotlight Duster brush by Laura Mercier. And I'm very lightly just going to do light swirls on the perimeter of my skin. Now recently, I've gotten back into the habit of putting on my highlighter first and then going with my bronzer. So today I'm going to be using the Dose of Colors Mirame highlighter with my, the Anastasia A23 brush. I'm taking a very light amount, and wherever it's naturally already a little bit dewy, I'm just going to emphasize that, the smallest amount, just on the tops of my cheekbones. And then last but not least, I'm going to be going in with the Burberry No. 4 Warm Glow Summer Glow Bronzer. This is almost identical to this color of the cream bronzer that I already put down. This is just going to kind of lock that cream in place. I'm not going in with any like cool tone sculpting powder. For my brows today, I'm going to be using the Foolproof brow powder from Benefit. This is in the shade number 3. I'm just going to be using a little bit of the brow powder to add a little bit of definition in my sparser areas. So I'm going to comb through them first. Then I'm going to go ahead and make small strokes through. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is set that with the clear brow gel. This is the 24-hour brow setter. Just going to set that all in place. So now for eyes, I am going to be curling my lashes. This is the Tarte Rock Studded Lash Curler from Holiday a few years back. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer 2 mascaras. So I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara to start. And then I'm going to go in with this one by Laura Mercier. This is newer. This is their Caviar Volume Mascara. Okay, so my makeup is more or less done. I'll probably add a little bit more powder later, but now it's time to tackle my hair. What I think I want to do is a side fishtail braid, and I'm going to kind of curl, I think, or wave the front pieces at the end that kind of stick out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck all of this hair behind my ear here, bring it to this side. Then, again, kind of bring this hair back, and whatever pieces kind of fly out of the end, they will fly out at the end. But this is kind of how I do a fishtail braid. So I bring all the hair to the side and I split this whole section into 2 pieces, okay? So I'm going to take it from here, split the hair down the center. I'm going to take a piece from this side first, down and over this side, up and over, up and over, okay, so right about here, I kind of take it now to the front and continue because it's just easier to hold and navigate now. And now it's backwards, back to under. So when you're doing it behind your head, you're taking it over. When you then flip it to the front, you're going under. I like to leave about an inch of hair out. And I take these black elastics and I just tie at the end. They also have them in clear and a blonder shade. And then this is the finished look. This is probably going to get a little bit messier as the day goes by and it'll look a little bit cuter, but this makeup is just super simple, very natural. It's just going to emphasize your features in a black and white photo. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.